All right, guys, this is Japan. Turn two. Let me get the clock changed over for Operation Battle Axe. All right, Commander Ironside playing U.S. and Russia. Wild Bill is playing Commonwealth, UK, pretty much everything else, Japan, and all that. And my partner Raider Bill is playing Germany and Italy. I haven't updated since German's turn, but I want to get this turn in before I got some bunch of grandkids coming over for Grandpa to babysit since they're taking advantage of me since I'm home. But I'd have to run to Midway Airport, pick up some eighth graders coming back from Washington D.C. tonight. So, all right. So, I had 55 to spend. Um, since I got the extra five. All right. So for 55, I am buying my tech, and then I'll move this over here. So I'm buying 8 infantry, uh, 2 artillery, and 1 bomber, and 1 transport. And yep, that's my buys. Okay. That all equaled 51 plus 4 for tech. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. All right, so we'll just stick it right here in the ocean for now. All right, so I got a bunch of little attacks to do. All right, so let's get this figured out. All right, so I'm going to move 1 infantry into Szechuan from Shensai, and then 1 into Kansu. All right. I'm going to move 1 infantry into Hopi. All right. And over here, I am going to move in 2 infantry from Shanghai into Anhui. Take on them for now. And I'm going to move 1 infantry into Yunnan. All right, from Fujian. All right, so over here I am going to take 1 fighter and 1 tac to hit that. All right. Everybody else over here is pretty much a walk-in. So I might as well just make sure I kill it. I'll bring in 2 tacs because I'll do 1 tactical strike on that cavalry. All right. And nothing else much I can do with the planes. All right, that's all I need on this side. These planes will go somewhere else. They don't need to attack anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, up here, you got 2 AAA. So I'm going to take all the guys from Amor and move into it. All right. I'm going to take my tank from Siberia and go 1, 2 also. All right. And everything else will be non-combat. These 2 guys stay there. I was going to do that. I'm not going to hit them. All right, so I'm going to take my planes, go 1, 2. I got 1, 2, 3 tacs, and 3 fighters. All right, you're going to have 6 shots on with the AAA. So I hate to lose anything, but we'll see what happens. All right, so that'll be that battle. Over here, everything else is non-combat, basically. All right. So, okay. All right. So let's combat-wise, we'll have this one at Amway. So let me get my dice. You have a 1 and a 2. All right, and I'm going to have 2 1s. All right, and I'll go ahead and bring in this, what the heck, 2 fighters and 2 tacks. Not worth doing a technical strike on a cavalry since it rolls at 1. All right, so here's your 2, and here's my 6. All right, so let me roll this. And I got, believe it or not, 1 hit. Wow. Believe that or not, 1 hit. And you missed. All right. So I got 1 hit. You'll take this away. And I got it that time. And we fire back and miss. All right. So, all right. Infantry, cavalry dead. This goes to Japan. All right, this one is done. This is a walk-on. Okay. This one's a walk-on. All right. This one is a walk-on. All right. And this one's a walk-on. Okay. All right. So the next battle, get rid of the dice over here. We only basically had 2 fights. All right. And we'll roll them. We'll roll them somewhere up here. All right. So you got 6 AA shots. Okay, so I'll roll them up here. And you got 6 AA shots. All right, so here we go. 6 AA shots right here. And hopefully we don't get anything. And looks like you got one. Oh well, it happens. Price of war. All right, so I'll lose a fighter. All right, so now you're going to have, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infantry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infantry. 1 mech paired with an artillery. Okay, 1 tank. All right. I'm going to have 2 TAC bombers that are paired, and 1 TAC bomber not, and 2 fighters. Okay. All right. And then you're going to have 6 2s. All right, for 6 infantry. Glad to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's our battles. So here's my roll. I need 8 hits. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. All right, and your roll. And you get 1 hit. All right, so I lose 1 infantry. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you lose 3 guys and 2 AA. So it leaves you 3 left. All right. Roll. And I got him. And you see what you take with him. Ooh, and I lost 1 infantry. Wow. All right, so one infantry went bye-bye. Nope, I took too many infantry. So I got 8 infantry left. All right, these go bye-bye. And these nasty AAs go bye-bye. So I took Beloria with 8 infantry, 1 tank, 1 mech, 1 artillery. All right. And that goes to Japan. All right. Okay. All right. And the fighters will land in Amor with the tax. Okay. All right. So, all right. Non-combat. All right. These 2 transports are going to pick up 1 artillery and 3 infantry. All right. I'm going to go on these 2 transports. They're going to go 1, 2. This is non-combat. All right. And they are going to land in Fukien. All right. They'll land in Fukien. All right. All right. Planes are going to go back to Fukien. All right. And these 2 infantry just took that. There you go. What's that, Sweet Pea?
Is there anything you have to eat?
Yeah.
What is it?
The bathroom? Restroom? Right there. Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Huh?
I said, is there anything that you have to eat?
Hang on, Sweet Pea. All right, guys, I had to pause that for a minute. Granddaughter looking for a snack. All right, so I don't know why that one shows Germany, but I guess because he took it, but you can't because it's Japan territory, so I don't know why I have that showing Germany. Oh well, maybe I did it that way. Okay, all right, so I'll move my 2 artillery and infantry from Honan to Shinsai. I'll move my 4 planes there. Okay. All right, I'm going to move my mech 1, 2 there. Okay, from Shanghai. All right, envoy I just took. These guys will be here for now. These 4 that I'm moving, where did I put them? Okay, yeah, I just moved them over here to Fukien. All right. And these 2 transports are going back to Tokyo Bay. Okay. I'm going to take my my aircraft carrier with the 2 fighters on it to Tokyo Bay. I'll leave my battleship, my destroyer. Hang on, guys. I got a phone call. I got to pause this. All right. Now I get up to keep getting interrupted. All right. So, Da, da, da. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my destroyer and go one. I'm going to move it in here in the P22. Sub is going to go to P14. The destroyer is going to go to P14. This destroyer on P6 is going to P14. All right. I'll put these destroyers over here. I'll put the subs over here. And I got 3 carriers here. All right. I'm going to take 2 planes. I'm going to take 2 guys and move them 1, 2, 3. Drop off 2 more infantry in Fujian. Okay. And they'll go back, land back at Japan. All right. You take 2 guys and go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and they'll drop off 2 guys in Japan. I mean in Shinsei. And so 5, 6, 7. They'll go back to Manchuria. All right. And these 2 stay there. Stay in Manchuria. I'm going to rail. In fact, I'll just go ahead and rail 1, 2, 3. 2 infantry, or 1 infantry, 1 artillery to Shensi. Shensi, not Shanxi, Shensi. All right, so I'll leave 1 infantry there. Yep. They'll go there. All right, these 3 infantry are going to move down to Amur from Siberia. All right. Okay. That looks pretty well it for movement. Got blocker, this, that. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll take 1 transport and put it in A14. I'm going to take 1 bomber and put it in Japan. 1 artillery goes to Manchuria. 1 artillery goes to Shanghai with 3 infantry. All right. And 3 infantry will go to Manchuria. And 2 infantry will go in Japan. Plus, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take 2 infantry, put them in Japan. So, and then I'll have the 2 infantry there. All right. Triple A, looking good. All right. All right, so it looks good. All right, so deposition. Okay. So in Baratia, I have a tank, mech, artillery, and 8 infantry. All right. Amur, I have 3 tanks, 2 fighters, 3 infantry. Manchuria, I have a strap bomber with 2 infantry, an AA, and a artillery. Shanghai, I've got 3 infantry and an artillery. Anhui, I have 2 infantry. Fujian, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry and 1 artillery and 1 AAA, along with 2 TACs and 2 fighters. All right. Hunan, I have 1 infantry. Hopian, 1 infantry. Swansea, 1 infantry. Kansu, 1 infantry. Shanxi, I have a mech, 2 artillery, and 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry. Okay. I'll make that a bigger one. Get rid of that small one. All right. Okay. And Kansu, I have 1 infantry. On Hawaii, or on Japan, I have 2 bombers, 4 infantry, 3 AA, and artillery. In the Sea of Japan, I have 3 transports, 2 subs, 3 aircraft carriers, 1 with attack and a fighter on it. I also have 1, 2, 3 destroyers, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser. And in P-22, I have 2 transports, 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser. Taiwan, I have a guy. Iwo I have a guy. I got 1 guy in the Carolinas. All right, so that's it. I have 40 on the board. Okay, plus 15 for being not at war. All right, and so that equals 55. So I've got 55 to spend for turn 3. All right, there we go.